Land of ice and land of snow, land where tall the white pine grow, blue lake that reaches far to the sky, sapphire waves when the wind shimmers by. Let me go home, let me go home, let me feel dappled lights kiss through the leaves. Let me go home, let me go home. I'll sail the Yordas over my inland sea, walk up the river in winter's cold light. A million bright stars shine in earth's darkest skies. We lace up our muclucs, the snowshoes will turn back home to the higgle where white birch logs burn. Let me go home, let me go home. Let me breathe clouds, hear the swish of the skis. Let me go home, let me go home. I'll walk o'er the ice floes on my inland sea. The roar of the waterfall over the ledge. We hike to the summit and peek o'er the edge. The floor spread with gold where the aspen trail leads. I'll follow its path through the flowers and the weeds. Let me go home, let me go home. The dying red maples are calling to me. Let me go home, let me go home. The storm clouds are rising on my inland sea. Fast through the woods on a sissu hard run, we'll conquer the rocks and the hills till we've won. The moose and the timber wolf race by my side, the spirit of North Woods forever my guide. Let me go home, let me go home. Let me feel breathless and chase harmony. Let me go home, let me go home. I'll sprint o'er the rocks beside my inland sea. Fiddleheads, chanterelles leap from the floor. We fill up our bags, but we're longing for more. We hunt down the deer and we'll feast with our friends. We'll harvest our woods till the great saga ends. Let me go home, let me go home. The forest provides me whatever I need. Let me go home, let me go home. The shore's full of life next to my inland sea. The fish boats bring herring that's second to none. The children skip rocks on a beach in the sun, where forests and waters and people collide, and the best damn cold beer on my single track ride. Let me go home, let me go home. The sun on the lake is still calling to me. Let me go home, let me go home. 2 miles of diamonds on my inland sea. We make what we need and we live where it's hard. The winter won't scare us, it brings out the bard. The strong and the clever we give and survive. So raise up your glass to superior pride. Let me go home, let me go home. I'm done with the city, I want to be free. Let me go home, let me go home. I long for o'er the silence on my inland sea.